All right, hey guys, it is a red day today. Today is the day that I lost $303 of trading, which is beyond the goal that I set for myself of only losing $150. So it's double the amount I wanted to lose in a day. And I'm going to go over why that is and what happened here and what I learned, more importantly, in this video. So let's dive right into it. All right, so here we are inside of my trades today. I traded the ETF SPY. Again, I traded that 9,900 shares and a total loss here of $303. And it was just a crazy day today. I feel really good about the day as far as just learning and understanding what's going on in the market. My technical analysis was done well. It was I identified the patterns I wanted to identify. I made the trades when I wanted to make them. But where I lost money was I got stopped out because my stops were so tight and because it was so choppy today that I got stopped out, and then the move would happen and I wouldn't be part of it. And that is something I'm going to have to think about. I'm going to have to try to regroup and figure out how to make sure I don't do that. In my what I learned today, I have trust the chart long enough to hold until that pattern reverses course. And so that's something that, man, if I were to have, I mean, this could have easily been the most profitable trading day I've ever had if I would have just trusted the patterns that I was seeing. So in that regard, I'm really excited about trading tomorrow. But today, because I reached I exceeded my limit times 2. I'm not going to continue trading. But let's go through maybe what I did today. The market opened up 3% and then gave back some of those gains overnight right away at the beginning. So let's go on the minute chart here. Actually, I'm just going to bring up the chart. Okay. Is this the minute chart? Yes, this is the minute chart. Good. Let's just look at the minute chart for today. And another thing, my mouse isn't working today, so I need a new mouse. Every day my mouse doesn't work, I seem to lose money, I feel like. But anyway, so at the beginning here, we get at the beginning, zoom in a little bit more, come on. That didn't help. All right, there we go. So at the beginning, stock opened 3% up, like I said, went down, formed this bottom, and this reversal. And so at that reversal, because I had enough data points, I could draw sort of this trend line here, which is not a major trend line, but just a minor trend line. And then I put in this trend line here a little bit later, so we'll come back to that one. Stock continued to go up, and I missed this move, but it really bounced off of the moving average here and broke through this resistance zone. And then it started to kind of meander its way up to this resistance zone at 260.38. Now it bounced through and then reversed back down. And so once that happened, I was able to draw some triangles. And so the first triangle that I drew here is in yellow. I know there's tons of different drawings here, but the first triangle I drew was here in this yellow. And at first, it looked like something like this, because I didn't have this data point yet. So this triangle came down, bounced up, came back down, and once it came down to here, I was able to set a point with this line here and form this trend line. So I had sort of a base to the triangle. Now these are two really important trend lines for some of my trades. So once this bounced up, broke through, came back, gathered, and then went, I traded here and made some profits. It wasn't a lot. I was being really conservative. Made about, I don't know what it was, like 30 bucks or something like that on that move there. And then it formed sort of this flat top, and then the momentum trailed off, sinking back through. Now at this trend line, I was able to draw this trend line right here right away. So the beginning of the day, and then a few, 45 minutes in, and then once it broke through, look at how hard that breaks through. Boom! Breaks down to this, what used to be the top of, so then it would be a support zone, right? And then bounces up. So I captured some more profit there. So I think I was up about $70 on the day at that point. And then we get into this sort of up and down horizontal chop, and this was what became really difficult for me. So I extended this trend line and used it. I was saying, okay, is this going to bounce back up and stay above this trend line, or is it going to bounce back below and continue down and sort of form what I saw as a head and shoulders pattern? So if you can imagine this being the peak, that would be the head of the person, and then two shoulders. So we have a shoulder here and then a shoulder here. Right, so that's the shoulders pattern, and this is a reversal pattern, which means that the trend would be reversing with confirmation. And so what happened was bounced up, false breakout here, so I thought, oh, that's good, maybe it's just going to come down, and my trend lines were drawn around, and it did. It came down, and then it broke through this, what I thought was the neckline here, but turns out that the neckline would be the bottom, the bottom here, here, and here, and so we got a bounce there, which converged with this resistance, with this support zone, and then started on its ascent up. And so on its ascent up, this is where I need to pause and say, oh my goodness, just go with what the market gives you, because I'm like a fear-based trader right now. I just always think that this market is going to drop, and so always what I try to do is short. And so I put in all these short orders, and I get just destroyed in these uptrends because I can't hold long enough. I'm not holding long enough to see it continue through these uptrends, and I need to just trust the chart. And so today the market's up, 5.6%, and I'm always like, it can't happen, that can't happen, but it does, and it is, and I lost money on it today. So as the day went on, I saw this green triangle forming, so I formed this green triangle with a low here, low here, low here, low here, and I waited for it to bounce up and over, and once it did, it bounced and it broke through this support level here, this resistance level here, and went up and then came back down to test that, and then it would be resistance, and from there we've just been in this uptrend ever since. So I've been just trying to find ways to, short this and anticipating, and it's a Monday, and on Mondays I don't trade well historically, and so this is my red day at negative 303. Now here's going to be a big sell-off that I should be part of, but again, who knows what's going to happen, right? This should come back down at some point. I mean, broke here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a huge sell-off here, so that's the way it goes. I'm not going to be part of it. I am going to go and regroup so that tomorrow I'm able to make some changes to this. Actually, just so I can take you through my thoughts on this sell-off if it were to happen, I would go to the 5-minute chart and I would say, okay, is this breaking below, it would have to go below 61.56 to actually be a sell-off. Usually what happens is it goes up and then bounces off of this line and then goes higher. See, so like, in my strategy, that's what I would trade. But again, not going to be part of that. Down $300 in the day, so going to be disciplined, going to walk away, and going to say that, hey, being disciplined, or it'll bounce off this trend line. That would be interesting if we see that happen. I mean, that's pretty darn close. And I could continue that bull run, and that's just another way I could have lost money today. So again, I'm taking the discipline that I'm going to exhibit as the victory of the day, and then I'm going to go and hang out with my wife and kids because that's what I like to do, as well as continue just publishing content here online for you guys. So if you find this video interesting, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And other than that, have a wonderful day today. Hope you guys made money in the market today if you played along. Remember, none of this is financial advice, and I will see you back here tomorrow for hopefully a green day. Take care. We'll see ya.